This morning marks the 6th day of the federal government shutdown, and right now there appears to be no deal in sight between Republicans and Democrats. I want to bring in our Joe St. George, who is joining us live on Capitol Hill. Joe, good morning. Another week where we are meeting like this, talking about this conversation. What's the mood like on Capitol Hill? Is there any progress?
No. In fact, we may meet next week at this time and say the same thing. I mean, there is absolutely no movement in any direction. Democrats are really dug in, believing something has to give with health care in order for them to give up the necessary votes needed to reopen the government. Republicans feel the exact opposite. They feel strong in their position. Reopen the government now, debate health care policy later. And nothing has changed really for weeks on this front. I think what will change this week, though, is it's going to be harder for federal workers. Why? One is they're scheduled to be paid on Friday. October 10th is the next scheduled paycheck. It is not coming, that check, as of now, and that is noteworthy. So you don't need a degree, you don't need to be an economist to know the residual impact on the economy if someone doesn't have their regularly scheduled bank account deposited into their checking account. Then there is the threat, the continued threat from President Trump and the Trump administration of these mass firings, terminations of federal workers. This has been a threat, though, really for a week plus from the Trump administration, and the president has not carried through on that threat. Over the weekend on the Sunday Public Affairs shows, officials with the Trump White House essentially indicated that the president was holding out for a stalemate. If a stalemate is occurring, then he'll do this. But maybe there's some hesitancy to carry out what many are referring to as a DOGE 2.0 here in Washington. Again, we're used to furloughs during shutdowns. We're not used to permanent firings, which the White House continues to threaten this morning. The president said yesterday that the process was underway when asked about it by reporters. But again, we haven't seen any details as of yet. These are the big storylines going into this essentially week 2 of this shutdown. But as we said at the top, both sides remain committed, dug in. We're going to get another vote in the Senate today to reopen the government, but as of now, that's expected to fail.
Yeah, as we know that it has a couple other times at this point. Joe St. George, thank you for your perspective and your insight on this. Hopefully we're not talking again, but we will.